This play is called Our Town. It was written by Thornton Wilder and is directed by Adam DeCoste. In it, you will see Emily Drew, Thomas Glorioso, Lauren Hagberg, Caroline Nash, Jackson Fife, Lucas Wright, and many others. The name of the town is Grover's Corners, New Hampshire, just across the Massachusetts line. Latitude 42 degrees, 40 minutes. Longitude 70 degrees, 37 minutes.
The first act shows a day in our town. The day is May 7th, 1901. The time is just before dawn. The sky is beginning to show some streaks of light over in the east there. The morning star always gets wonderfully bright the moment before it has to go, doesn't it?
Well, I'd better show you how our town lies up. Right here is Main Street. Way back there is the railway station. Tracks go that way. Polish Town is across the tracks, and some Canuck families too. Back there is the Congregational Church. Presbyterian is across the street. Down here is Methodist and Unitarian. Baptist down in the hollow by the river. Catholic Church is across the tracks. Right here is the town hall and post office combined. Jail's in the basement. Brian once made a speech from these very steps.
Along here is a row of stores, pitching posts and horse blocks in front of them. The first automobile is going to come along in around 5 years. Belonged to Baker Cartwright, our richest citizen. Lives in the big white house up on the hill. Here's the grocery store and Mr. Morgan's drugstore. Most everybody in town manages to look into those two stores once a day. Public school's over yonder. High school still farther over. 9:15 mornings, noon times, and 3 o'clock afternoons. The whole town can hear the yelling and screaming from those school units.
And right here is our doctor's house, Doc Gibbs. This is the back door, and right here is Mrs. Gibbs' garden. It's got corn, peas, beans, hollyhocks, heliotropes, and a lot of burdock. In those days, our newspaper came out about twice a week, the Grover's Corner Sentinel. And right here is Editor Webb's house, and Mrs. Webb's garden. Just like Mrs. Gibbs, only it's got a lot of sunflowers too. And right here is a big butternut tree.
Nice town. You know what I mean? Nobody ever remarkable come out of it as far as we know. The oldest gravestones in the cemetery say 1670 and 1680. They're Grovers and Cartwrights and Gibbses and Herseys. Same names as are around here now. Well, as we were saying, it's about dawn. The only lights on in town are in a cottage across the tracks where Polish mothers just had twins. And in the Joe Crowell house, where Joe Crowell Jr. is getting ready so as to deliver the morning paper. And down in the depot, where Shorty Hawkins is getting ready to flag the 5:45 for Boston.
Naturally, out in the country, all around, they've been lights on for some time, what with milkins and so on. But townspeople sleep late, so another day's begun. There comes Doc Gibbs now, down Main Street, back from that baby case.
And there's his wife coming downstairs to get breakfast now. Doc Gibbs died in 1930. The new hospital's named after him. Mrs. Gibbs died first. Long time ago, in fact. She went out to visit her daughter Rebecca, who married an insurance man out in Canton, Ohio. She died there, pneumonia. But her body was brought back here, and now she's in the cemetery there, and with a whole mess of Gibbses and Herseys. She was Julia Hersey before she married Doc Gibbs in the Congregational Church right there.
There's Mrs. Webb, come downstairs to make breakfast, and there's Doc Gibbs. Got that call at 1:30 this morning. And there's Joe Crowell Jr., delivering Mr. Webb's sentinel.
Good morning, Pat Gibbs.
Good morning, Joe.
7 minutes sick, Doc?
No, a pair of twins born over in Polish Town.
Well, do you want your paper now?
Yes, I'll take it. Anything big going on in the world since yesterday?
Yes, sir. My school teacher, Miss Foster's getting married to a fellow over to Concord.
I declare. How do you boys feel about that?
Well, it's none of my business, but I think if someone starts out as a teacher, she got to stay one.
How's your knee, Joe?
It's all right. Only like you told me, it tells me when it's going to rain.
What's it telling you today? Gonna rain?
No, sir.
Sure?
Yes, sir.
You ever make a mistake?
No, sir.
I want to tell you something about that boy Joe Crowell over there. Joe was awfully bright. Graduated head of his class here at high school, so he got a scholarship to Massachusetts Tech. Graduated head of his class there, too. It was all written up in the Boston paper at the time.
Gonna be a great engineer, Joe was. But the war broke out, and he died in France. All that education for nothing.
Get up, Bessie. matter with you today?
Here comes Howie Newsom, delivering the milk.
Morning, Doc.
Morning, Howie.
Somebody sick?
They're twins over to Mrs. Gorslovsky's.
Twins, eh? This town's getting bigger every year.
Gonna rain, Howie?
No, fine day. That'll burn through. Come on, Bessie.
Hello, Bessie. How old is she, Howie?
Going on 17. Bessie's all mixed up about the route ever since the Lockharts stopped taking their quart of milk every day. She wants me to leave them a quart just the same. Keeps scolding me the whole trip.
Good morning, Howie.
Morning, Miss Gibbs. Doc's just coming down the street.
Is he? Seems like you're late today.
Yes, something went wrong with the separator. Don't know what it was. Doc?
Howie?
Everything all right, Frank?
Yes, I declare. Easy as kittens.
Bacon will be ready in a minute. Sit down and drink your coffee. You can catch a couple hours sleep this morning, can't you?
Mrs. Wentworth's coming at 11. I guess I know what it's up to. Her stomach ain't what it used to be.
All told, you won't get more than 3 hours of sleep. Frank Gibbs, I don't know what's going to become of you. I do wish I could get you to go away someplace and take a real rest. I think it would do you some good. Wally! Emily, time to get up, 7 o'clock! I declare, you gotta speak to George. Seems like something's come over him lately. He's no help to me at all. I can't even get him to cut me some wood.
Is he sassy to you?
No, he just whines. All he thinks about is that baseball. George, Rebecca, come and get breakfast. George?
George, look sharp.
Yes, Mom.
Don't you hear your mother calling you? I suppose I'll go upstairs and get 40 winks.
Wally! Emily, time to get up. Wally, you wash yourself up good or I'll come up there and do it myself.
Mama, what dress shall I wear?
Don't make a noise. Your father's been out all night and needs his rest. I washed and ironed the blue gingham for you special.
Ma, I hate that dress.
Oh, push up with you.
Every day I go to school dressed like a sick turkey.
Now, Rebecca, you always look very nice.
Mama, George's boy is so that mean.
I'll come and slap the both of you. That's what I'll do. There's a factory here in our town, too. Hear it? Makes blankets. Cartwrights own it, and it brought them a fortune. Children, now I won't have you gobbling breakfast like wolves. It's as good as a meal as any other. Put your book away, Wally.
Oh, Ma, by 10 o'clock I gotta know all about Canada.
You know the rules as well as I do. No eating or reading at the table. As for me, I'd rather have my children healthy than bright. I'm both, Mom, and you know I am. I'm the brightest girl in school for my age, and I have a wonderful memory. Eat your breakfast.
I'm bright too when I'm looking at my stamp collection.
I'll speak to your father about it when he's rested. Seems to me 25 cents a week's enough for a boy your age. I declare, I don't know how you spend it all.
Oh, Ma, I got a lot of things to buy.
Strawberry phosphates, that's what you spend it on.
I don't see Rebecca comes to have so much money. She has more than $1.
I've been saving it up gradually. Well, dear, I think it's a good thing to spend some every now and then. Mama, do you know what I love most in the world, do you? Money. Eat your breakfast.
Ma, that's the first bell.
Finish your breakfast. I gotta hurry. Walk fast, but you don't have to run. Pull your pants up at the knee, Wally. Don't run. Walk straight, Emily. Rebecca, tell Miss Foster I sent her my best congratulations. Can you do that?
Yes, Mom.
You look real nice. Pick up your feet.
Goodbye.
Here, chick, chick, chick. Here, chick, chick. Oh, go away, you go away. Here, chick, chick, chick. Oh, stop fighting. Fight, fight, fight. That's all you do. Huh. You don't belong to me. Where'd you come from? Oh, don't be so scared. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Good morning, Myrtle. How's your cold? Oh, I still get that tickling feeling in my throat from time to time. Told Charles I said I didn't know I'd go to choir practice tonight. Wouldn't be any use. Have you tried singing over your voice? Yes, but I can't seem to do that and stay on key. While I was resting, I figured I'd string some of these beans. Let me help you. Beans have been good this year. I'm determined to put up 40 quarts of them if it kills me.
The children say they hate him, but I noticed they're able to get him down all winter.
Now, Myrtle, I've got to tell you something, because if I don't tell someone, I'll burst.
Why, Julia Gibbs!
Pass me some more of those beans. Myrtle, did one of those second-hand furniture men from Boston come to see you last Friday?
No.
Well, he called on me. First I thought he was a patient, wanted to see Dr. Gibbs, and he wormed his way into my parlor. And Myrtle Webb, he offered me $350 for Grandmother Wentworth's high boy as I'm sitting here.
Why, Julia Gibbs!
He did! That old thing. Why, it was so big, I didn't know where to put it. And I almost gave it to Cousin Hester Wilcox.
Well, you're gonna take it, aren't you?
I don't know.
Julia Gibbs, $350. What's come over you?
Well, if I could get the doctor to take the money and use it to go away someplace on a real trip, I'd sell it like that. You know, Myrtle, it's been the dream of my life to see Paris, France. Oh, it's crazy, I suppose, but for years I've been promising myself that if I ever got
How
the
does
chance...
the doctor feel about it?
Well, I did beat about the bush a little. And I told him that if I got a legacy, that's the way I put it, I'd make him take me somewhere.
And what did he say?
You know how he is. I haven't heard a serious word out of him since I've known him. No, he said, it might make him discontented with Grover's Corners to go traipsing around Europe. Better let well enough alone, he says. Every 2 years, he takes a trip to the battlefields of the Civil War. And that's enough for anyone, he says.
Well, Mr. Webb just admires the way Dr. Gibbs knows everything about the Civil War. Mr. Webb has half a mind to give up Napoleon and move over to the Civil War. Only Doc Gibbs, being the greatest expert in the country, just makes him despair.
It's a fact. Dr. Gibbs is never so happy as when he's at Antietam or Gettysburg. The times I traipsed over those hills, Myrtle, stopping at every bush and pacing it all out like we were gonna buy it.
I'll tell you what, Julia. If that salesman's serious about buying, you sell it. And then you'll get to see Paris all right. Just keep dropping hints from time to time. That's how I got to see the Atlantic Ocean, you know?
Oh, I'm sorry I mentioned it. Only, it seems to me that once in your life before you die, you ought to see a country where they don't talk in English and don't even want to.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much. Now we're going to skip a few hours. Before we do, we want a little more information about the town. A kind of scientific account, if you will. So we've asked Professor Willard of our state university to sketch in a few details about our past history here. Is Professor Willard here?
May I introduce Professor Willard of our state university? A few brief notes, Professor. Thank you. Unfortunately, our time is limited.
Grover's Corner. Let me see. Grover's Corner lies in the old Pleistocene grin of the Appalachian Range. I may say it is some of the oldest land in the world. We are very proud of that. A shelf of Devonian basalt frosted with vestiges of Mesozoic shale and some sandstone outcroppings, but that's all more recent, 200, 300 million years old. Some highly interesting fossils have been found in Grover's Corner. I may say, very unique. Found just 2 miles out of town in Silas Peckham's cow pasture. They can be seen at the museum in our university at any time. Well, that is, any reasonable time. Shall I read some of Professor Gruber's notes on the meteorological situation, mean precipitation, etc.?
I'm afraid we won't have time for that, Professor. We might have a few more words on the history of man here.
Anthropological data. Early Amerindian stock, Cotahatchee tribes. No evidence before the 10th century of this era. Now entirely disappeared. Possible traces in 3 families. Migration towards the end of the 17th century of English brachiocephalic blue-eyed stock. For the most part. Since then, some Slav and Mediterranean...
And the population, Professor Willard.
Within the town limits, 2,640.
Oh, sorry, just one moment, Professor. There were some twins born this morning, so...
Oh, yes indeed. The population, at this moment, is 2,642. The postal district brings in about 507 more, making a total of 3,149. Mortality and birth rates, constant, by McPherson's gauge, 6.032.
Thank you very much, Professor. We're all obliged to you, I'm sure.
Not at all, ma'am. Not at at all.
This way, Professor, and thank you again.
Now, the political and social report with Editor Webb. Editor Webb.
Oh, he'll be just a moment. Cut his finger peeling an apple.
Thank you, Mrs. Webb.
Charles! Charles, everybody's waiting!
Mr. Webb is publisher and editor of the Grover's Corner Sentinel. That's our local paper, you know.
Well, I don't have to tell you that we're run here by a board of selectmen. All males vote at the age of 21. Women vote indirect. We're lower middle class, some sprinkling of professional men, 10% illiterate laborers. Politically, we're 86% Republican, 6% Democrat, 4% Socialist, rest indifferent. Religiously, we're 85% Protestant, 12% Catholic, rest indifferent.
Have you any comments, Mr. Webb?
Well, very ordinary town if you ask me. A little better behaved than most, probably a lot duller. But our young people here seem to like it well enough. 90% of them graduating from high school settled down right here to live, even when they've been away to college.
Now, is there anyone in the audience who would like to ask Editor Webb anything about the town?
Is there much drinking in Grover's Corners?
Well, ma'am, I wouldn't know what you'd call much. Saturday nights, the farmhands meet over in Ellery Greeno's stable and holler some. We've got 1 or 2 town drunks, but they're always having remorses any time an evangelist comes around. No, ma'am, I'd say liquor ain't a regular thing in the home here, except in the medicine chest. Quite good for a snake bite, you know, always was.
Isn't there anyone in this
Oh, sorry. Could you come forward where we can all hear you? What were you saying?
I said, isn't there anyone in this town aware of the social injustice and industrial inequality?
Oh, yes. Everybody is something terrible. Seems everybody's always talking about who's rich and who's poor.
Then why don't we do something about it?
Oh, well, I don't know. I guess we're all searching for a way the diligent and sensible can rise to the top, and the lazy and quarrelsome can sink to the bottom, but it ain't easy to find. Meanwhile, we do all we can to help those that can't help themselves, and those that can, we leave alone. Are there any other questions?
Oh, Mr. Webb. Mr. Webb, is there much culture or love of beauty here in Grover's Corners?
Well, ma'am, there ain't much. Not in the sense you mean. Come to think of it, there are some girls who play piano at high school commencement, but they ain't happy about it. No, ma'am, there ain't much culture. But maybe this is the place to tell you that we've got a lot of pleasures of a kind here. We like the sun coming up over the mountain in the morning. And we all notice a great deal about the birds. Yes, we all notice about those. And we all watch the change of the seasons. We all know about them. But those other things, ma'am, you're right, there ain't much. Robinson Crusoe, and the Bible, and Handel's Largo, we all know that. And Whistler's Mother. Those are just about as far as we go.
So I thought. Thank you, Mr. Webb. Yes, thank you, Mr. Webb. Now we're going to go back to the town. It's early evening. All 2,642 have had their dinners and all the dishes have been washed.
There's an early afternoon calm in our town. A buzzing and a humming from the school buildings. Only a few buggies on Main Street, horses dozing at the hitching post. You all remember what it's like. Doc Gibbs is in his office tapping people and making them say ah. Mr. Webb's behind his lawn over there. 1 man in 10 thinks it's a privilege to push his own lawnmower. No, sir. It's later than I thought. There are children coming home from school already.
I can't, Lois. I've got to go home and help my mother. I promise.
Emily, walk simply. Who do you think you are today?
Papa, you're terrible. 1 minute you tell me to stand up straight and the next you call me names. I just don't listen to you.
Golly, I never got a kiss from such a great lady before.
Excuse me, Mrs. Forrest.
Go out and play in the fields, young man. You have no business playing baseball on Main Street.
Awfully sorry, Mrs. Forrest. Hello, Emily.
Hello.
You made a fine speech in class.
Well, I was really ready to make a speech about the Monroe Doctrine, but at the last minute, Miss Corcoran made me talk about the Louisiana Purchase instead. I worked an awful long time on both of them.
Gee, it's funny, Emily. From my window up there, I could see your head nights when you're doing your homework in your room.
Why, can you?
You certainly do stick to it, Emily. I don't see how you could sit still for that long. I guess you must like school.
Oh, I always feel like it's something you have to go through.
Yeah.
I don't mind it really, it passes the time.
Yeah. What do you say, Emily? We might be able to work out a sort of telegraph from your winter to mine, and maybe once in a while you could give me a hint or two in one of those algebra problems. I don't mean the answers, Emily. Of course not. Just some little hint.
Oh, I think hints are allowed. So, George, if you get stuck, you can whistle to me and I'll give you some hints.
You're just naturally bright, I guess.
Figure that's just the way a person's born.
Yeah, but see, I want to be a farmer, and my Uncle Luke says whenever I'm ready I could go work on his farm, and if I'm any good I could just gradually have it.
You mean the house and everything?
Yeah. Well, I better get going to the baseball fields. Thanks for the talk, Emily. Good afternoon, Mrs. Webb.
Good afternoon, George.
So long.
So long, George.
Emily, come help me string these beans. George Gibbs let himself have a real conversation now, did he? How old would George be now?
I don't know.
See, he must be almost 17.
Mama, I made a speech in class today and I was very good.
You must recite it to your father at dinner. What was it about?
The Louisiana Purchase. It was like silk off a spool. I'm gonna make speeches all my life. Mama, are these big enough?
Try and get them a little bigger if you can.
Mama, will you answer me a question? Serious?
Seriously, dear, not serious.
Seriously, will you?
Of course I will.
Mama, am I good looking?
Emily, what sort of question is that? All of my children have good features. I'd be ashamed if they hadn't.
Mama, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, am I pretty?
Emily, such nonsense. You have a nice, pretty young face. Now enough.
Mama, you never tell us the truth about anything.
I am telling you the truth.
Mama, were you pretty?
I was. I was the prettiest girl in town. Right next to Mamie Cartwright.
Well, Mama, you've got to say something about me. Am I pretty enough to get people interested in me?
Emily, you make me tired. Now enough of that. You have a nice, pretty, young face for all normal purposes. Now come along and bring that bowl.
Oh, Mama, you're no help at all.
Thank you, that'll do. Now, we'll have to interrupt again here. Thank you, Mrs. Webb. Thank you, Emily. There are some more things that we want to explore about this town. I think this is a good time to tell you that the Cartwright interests have just begun building a new bank here at Grover's Corners. Had to go to Vermont for the marble, sorry to say. And they've asked a friend of mine what they should put in the cornerstone for people to dig up 1,000 years from now. Of course, they're putting in a copy of the New York Times and a copy of Mr. Webb's Sentinel.
We're kind of interested in this because some scientific fellows have found a way of painting all that reading matter up with a glue. A silicate glue that'll make it last 1,000, 2,000 years.
We're putting in a Bible and a copy of the Constitution of the United States and one of Shakespeare's plays.
What do you say, folks? What do you think? You know, Babylon once had 2 million people in it, and all we know about them is the names of kings and some copies of wheat contracts and the contract for the sale of slaves. Yet every night, all those families sat down to supper, and the father came home from work, and smoke went up their chimney, same as here. Even in Greece and Rome, all we know about the real life of people is from what we can piece together out of the joking poems and comedies written for the theater back then. So, we've decided to put a copy of this play in the cornerstone, so that the people, 1,000 years from now, will know a few simple facts about us. That's more than the Treaty of Versailles or the Lindenberg Flight. See what I mean? So, people 1,000 years from now. This is the way we were in the provinces north of New York at the beginning of the 20th century. This is the way we were in our growing, and in our living, and in our marrying, and in our dying.
Well, a good deal of time's gone by. It's evening. You can hear the choir practice going on at the Congregational Church. The children are at home doing their schoolwork. The day is running down like a tired clock.
Now look here, everybody. Music come into the world to bring pleasure. Softer. Softer! Get it out of your head that music's only good when it's loud. You leave loudness to the Methodists. You couldn't beat them even if you wanted to. Now again, tenors.
Emily.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I can't work. The moonlight's so terrible.
Emily, did you get the third problem?
Which?
The third.
Why, yes. George, that's the easiest of them all.
I don't see it. Could you give me a hint?
I'll tell you one thing. The answer's in yards.
In yards? How do you mean?
In square yards.
In square yards.
Yes, George, don't you see?
Yeah.
In square yards of wallpaper.
Wallpaper. I see it now. Thanks, Emily.
You're welcome. My, isn't the moonlight terrible? In choir practice going on? I think if you hold your breath, you can hear the train all the way to Quantico. Hear it?
My, what do you know?
Well, I guess I better get back and try to work.
Good night, Emily. And thanks.
Good night, George.
Who will be able to come in Tuesday afternoon and sing at Fred Percy's wedding? Show your hands. That'll be fine. That'll be right nice. We'll do the same music we did at Jane Trowbridge's last month. Now we'll do Art Thou Weary, Art Thou Languid. It's a question, ladies and gentlemen. Make it talk. Ready?
Oh, George, can you come down for a minute?
Yes, Pop.
Make yourself comfortable, George. I'll only keep you a minute. George, how old are you?
I'm 16, almost 17.
Yes, and what was it that you wanted to do when school's over?
Oh, well, you know, I wanted to be a farmer on Uncle Luke's farm.
Yes, and you'll be willing, will you, to milk and feed the stock, and you'll be willing to hoe and hay all day?
Sure I will. What do you mean?
Well, George, while I was in my office this morning, I heard a strange noise. And what do you think that was? It was your mother chopping wood. Now, there you see your mother, getting up early, cooking meals all day long, washing and ironing clothes, and yet she still has to go into the backyard and chop wood. I suppose she just got tired of asking you to do it, so she thought it'd be better to do it herself. And you eat her meals, and you put the clothes on that she keeps nice for you, and then you go outside and play baseball. It's as if she's some hired girl we keep around the house, but that we don't like very much. Well, I know all I had to do was call your attention to it. Executive, son. George, I'm raising your weekly allowance to 25 cents a week. Not for chopping wood for your mother, but, well, so that's a gift you give her. But because you're getting older, and, well, I'm assuming you'll find many things to do with it.
Thanks, Pa.
Let's see, tomorrow's your payday. You can count on it. Rebecca will probably feel she ought to have some too. Wonder what happened to your mother. Choir practice never was that this late before.
It's only 8:30, Pa.
I don't know why she's in that old choir anyways. Hasn't any more voice than an old crow. Traipsing around this late at night. Well, I think it's just about time you retired.
Yes, Pa.
Good night, Martha. Good night, Mr. Foster. Good night, Julia. I'll be sure to tell Editor Webb. I'm sure he'll want to put it in the paper.
My, it's late.
Good night, Irma.
Real nice choir practice, wasn't it? Myrtle Webb, look at that moon, will you? Potato weather for sure.
Naturally, I didn't want to say a word about it in front of the others. But now we're alone. Really, it's the worst scandal that ever went through this town.
What?
Simon Stimson.
Now, Luella.
But Julia, to have the organist of a church drink and drunk year after year,
We all know about Mr. Stimson and the troubles he's been through. And Dr. Ferguson knows too. And if Dr. Ferguson keeps him on there in his job, the only thing the rest of us can do is just not to notice it.
Not to notice it, but it's getting worse.
No, it isn't. It's getting better. I've been in that choir twice as long as you have, and it doesn't happen anywhere near so often. Need to go to bed on a night like this. Better go. Those children will be sitting up till all hours. Good night, Luella.
You get home safe, Luella?
It's as bright as day. I can see Mr. Stone scowling at the window now. You'd think we'd been to a dance the way the men folk carry on. Good night.
Well, we had a real nice time.
You're late enough?
Why, Frank, man, you're later than usual.
And you stopping at the corner to gossip with a lot of hens.
No, Frank, don't be grouchy. Come out and smell the heliotrope in the moonlight. Isn't that lovely? What did you do all the time I was away?
Oh, I read, as usual. What were the girls gossiping about tonight?
Well, believe me, Frank, there was something to gossip about.
Simon Simpson far gone again, was he?
Worst I've ever seen him. How will that end, Frank? Dr. Ferguson can't forgive him forever.
Well, I suppose I know more about Simon Simpson's affairs than anybody in this town. Some people ain't made for small town life. The best we can do is just leave it alone. Come, get in.
No, not yet. Frank, I'm worried about you.
What are you worried about?
I think it's my duty to make plans for you to get a real rest and change. And if I get that legacy, well, I'm going to have to insist on it.
Now, come along, Julia. There's no use in going over that again.
Frank, you're just unreasonable.
Now, come along. Next thing you know, you'll catch cold. I gave George a piece of my mind tonight. I reckon you'll have your wood chopped for a while anyways. No, get upstairs.
Seems there's always so much to pick up. You know, Frank, Mrs. Fairchild always locks her door this time of night. All those people up that part of town do.
They're all getting citified. That's the trouble with them. Nothing fit to burgle, and everyone knows it.
Get out, Rebecca. There's only room for one of us at this window. You're always ruining everything.
Let me look just a minute.
Use your own window.
I did, but there's no moon there. George, you know what I think, do you? I think the moon's getting nearer and nearer, and there'll be a big explosion.
Rebecca, you don't know anything. If the moon was getting nearer, the guys that sit up all night with telescopes would see it first, say something about it, and it'd be in all the newspapers.
Is the moon shining on South America, Canada, and half of the world?
Well, probably is.
It's 9:30. Most of the lights are out. Nope. There's Constable Moore trying a few doors on Main Street, and there's Editor Webb after putting the newspaper to bed.
Good evening, Bill.
Evening, Mr. Webb.
Quite a mood.
Yep.
All quiet tonight.
Simon Simpson's rolling around a little. Saw his wife hunting for him, so I looked the other way. Why, there he is now.
Good evening, Simon. Town seems to have settled down for the night pretty well. Good evening. Yes, most of the town's settled down for the night. I suppose we should do the same. Can I walk along a ways with you? Good night.
Don't know how that's gonna end, Mr. Webb.
One man's seen a pack of trouble, one thing after another. Oh, Bill, if you see my boy smoking cigarettes, give him a word, will you? He thinks a lot of you, Bill.
I don't think he smokes no cigarettes, Mr. Webb. These weighs not more than 2 or 3 a year.
Well, I hope not. Good night, Bill.
Good night, Mr. Webb.
Who's that up there? Is that you, Myrtle?
No, it's me, Papa.
Why aren't you in bed?
I don't know, I just can't sleep yet. Isn't the moonlight wonderful? And the smell of Miss Gibbs's heliotrope, can you smell it?
Yes. Haven't any troubles on your mind, have you, Emily?
Troubles? Papa, no.
All right, well, you enjoy yourself, but don't let your mother catch you. Good night, Emily.
Good night, Papa.
I never told you about that letter Jane Papa got from her minister when she was sick.
He wrote her a letter and the address went like this. Jane Crawford, Crawford Farm, Grover's Corner, Sutton County, New Hampshire, the United States of America.
What's so funny about that?
But listen, it's not finished. The United States of America, North America, the Western Hemisphere, the Earth, the solar system, the universe, the mind of God. That's what it said on the envelope.
What do you know?
And the postman brought it just the same.
What do you know?
That's the end of the first act, friends. You can go and smoke now. Does that smoke? 3 years have gone by. Yes, the sun's come up over 1,000 times. Summers and winters have cracked the mountains a little bit more, and the rain's brought down some of the dirt. Some babies who weren't even born before have begun speaking regular sentences already. And a number of people who thought they were right young and spry have noticed that they can't bound up a flight of stairs like they used to, not without their heart fluttering a little bit. All that can happen in 1,000 days.
Nature's been pushing and contriving in lots of other ways, too. A number of young people have fell in love and gotten married. Yes, the mountain got bit away a few fractions of an inch. Millions of gallons of water went up the mill. And here and there, a new house under a roof. Most everybody in the world gets married. You know what I mean? In our town, there are hardly any exceptions. Yes, most everybody seems to crawl into their graves married.
The first act was called The Daily Life. This act is called Love and Marriage. There's another act after this one. I reckon you can guess what that's about. So, it's 3 years later. It's 1904. It's July 7th, just after high school commencement. That's around the time most of our young people jump up and get married. As soon as they finish their final examinations in solid geometry and Cicero's orations, they suddenly see themselves fit to be married. It's early morning.
Only this time it's been raining. It's been pouring and thundering. Mrs. Gibbs' garden and Mrs. Webb's here, drenched. Others bean pines and pea voles, drenched. All yesterday over on Main Street, the rain looked like curtains being blown along.
There, you can hear the 5:45 for Boston. And here's Mrs. Gibbs and Miss Webb come downstairs to make breakfast as though it were an ordinary day. I don't have to point out to the women in my audience that these ladies, both of these ladies, have been cooking 3 meals a day. One of them for 20 years and the other for 40. And no summer vacation.
They brought up 2 children apiece, washed and cleaned the house, and never a nervous breakdown. It's like what one of those Middle West poets said. You've got to love life to have life, and have life to love life. It's what they call a vicious cycle.
Get out, Bessie.
And here's Howie Newsom delivering the milk.
And there's Cy Crowell, delivering the morning paper like his brother before him.
Morning, Howie.
Morning, Si. Anything in the papers I ought to know?
Nothing much. Except we're losing about the best baseball pitcher Grover's Corner's ever had. George Gibbs.
Reckon he is.
He could hit and run bases, too.
Yep. Mighty fine ball. Whoa, Bessie, I guess I can stop and talk about the mine too.
I don't see you could give up a thing like that just to get married. Would you, Howie?
Can't tell, Si. Never had no talent in that. You're up early, Bill?
Seeing if there's anything I can do to prevent a flood. River's been rising all night.
Si Crowell's all worked up here about George Gibbs retiring from baseball.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Back in '84, we had a player, Si. Even George Gibbs couldn't touch him. Name of Hank Todd. Moved up to Maine and became a parson. Wonderful ball player. Howie, how's the weather look to you?
Oh, it ain't bad. I think maybe it'll clear up for good.
Good morning, Howie. You think it's gonna rain again?
Morning, Miss Gibbs. Rain's so heavy, I think maybe it'll clear up.
I certainly hope it will.
How much did you want tonight?
I'm gonna have a house full of relations, Howie. Looks to me I'll need 3 of milk and 2 of cream.
My wife says to tell you that we both hope to be very happy, Mrs. Gibbs. No, they will.
Thanks a lot, Howie. Tell your wife I hope she gets her to the wedding.
Yes, Miss Gibbs. She'll be there. She'll be there if she can. Morning, Mrs. Webb.
Good morning, Mr. Newsom. I told you the 4 of milk, but I'm hoping you can spare me another.
Yes, and the 2 of cream.
Is it going to rain today, Mr. Newsom?
Well, just saying to Mrs. Gibbs is how it may lighten up. Mrs. Newsom told me to tell you that we both hope to be very happy, Mr. Webb. No, they will.
Thank you. And thank Mrs. Newsom. We're counting on seeing you at the wedding.
Yes, Mrs. Webb, we hope to get there. Couldn't miss that. Come on, Bessie.
Well, Ma, the day has come. You're losing one of your chicks.
Frank Gibbs, don't you say another word. I feel like crying every minute. Sit down and drink your coffee.
Groom's up, shaving himself. Only there ain't an awful lot to shave. Whistling and singing like he's glad to leave us. Every now and then he says, I do, to the mirror. But it don't sound convincing to me.
I declare, I don't know how they'll get along. I've arranged his clothes and seen to it he's put warm things on. Frank, they're too young. Emily won't think of such things. He'll catch his death of cold within a week.
I was remembering my wedding morning, Julia.
Don't start that, Frank Gibbs.
I was the scaredest young fellow in the state of New Hampshire. I thought I'd make a mistake for sure. But when I saw you coming down that aisle, I thought you were just about the prettiest girl I'd ever seen. There I was in the Congregational Church marrying a total stranger.
And how do you think I felt? Frank, weddings are perfectly awful things. Farces, that's what they are. Here, I've made you something.
Why, Julia Percy, French toast.
It ain't hard to make. I had to do something.
How'd you sleep last night, Julia?
Well, I heard a lot of the hours struck off.
Yes. I get a shock every time I think of George setting out to be a family man. A great gangling thing. I tell you, Julia, there's nothing in this world more terrifying than a son. The relationship of father and son is the darndest, awkwardest.
Well, mother and daughter's no picnic, let me tell you.
Well, they'll have their troubles, I suppose, but that's none of our business. Everyone has a right to their own troubles.
Yes, people are meant to go through life 2 by 2. It ain't natural to be lonesome.
You know one of the things I was scared of when I married you, Julia?
Oh, go along with you.
I was afraid we wouldn't have material for conversation more than last us a few weeks. Well, you and I have been conversing for about 20 years now without any noticeable barren spells.
Well, good weather, bad weather, date for a choice, but I always find something. Did you hear Rebecca stirring around upstairs?
No, only time of the year she's not managing everyone's business up there. She's hiding in her room. I got the impression she's crying.
Lord's sakes, this has to stop. Rebecca! Rebecca, come and get your breakfast!
Good morning, everybody. Only 5 more hours left to live.
George Gibbs, where are you going?
Just stepping across the grass to see my girl.
Not without your overshoes, it's raining torrents.
But Ma, it's just a step.
I don't want to hear it. You'll catch your death of cold and cough all through the service.
George, do as your mother tells you.
From tomorrow on, you can kill yourself in all weathers, but while you're under my roof, you'll live wisely, thank you. Maybe Mrs. Webb isn't used to callers at 7 in the morning. Here, take a cup of coffee first.
Be back in a minute. Good morning, Mother Webb.
Goodness, George, you frightened me. Now, you can come in a moment out of the wet, but you know I can't ask you in.
Why not?
Oh, George, you know as well as I do, the groom can't see the bride on the wedding day. Not until he sees her in church.
Aw, that's just a superstition. Good morning, Mr. Webb.
Good morning, George.
You don't believe in a superstition like that, do you?
Well, there's a lot of common sense in some superstitions, George.
Millions have followed it, George. You don't want to be the first to fly in the face of custom.
How's Emily?
Oh, she hasn't waked up yet.
Emily's asleep.
Why, of course. We were up till all hours sewing and packing. Now, George, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to set you down here and here, drink that cup of coffee, and then I am going to go upstairs and make sure Emily does not come down and surprise you. There's bacon on the stove, if you want it.
Well, George, how are you?
Fine, I'm fine. Mr. Webb, do you believe in a superstition like that?
Well, you see, on her wedding day, a girl's head's apt to be full of clothes and one thing or another. Don't you think that's probably it?
Yes, I never thought of that.
A girl's apt to be mighty nervous on her wedding day.
I wish a fella could get married without all that marching up and down.
Every man who's ever lived has felt that way about it, George, but it hasn't been any use. It's the women folk who've built up weddings, my boy. For a while now, the women have had it all their own. The man looks pretty small at a wedding, George. All those good women standing shoulder to shoulder, making sure the knot's tied in a mighty public way.
But you believe in it, don't you, Mr. Webb?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Don't you get me wrong, my boy. Marriage is a wonderful thing, and don't you forget that, George.
No, sir. Mr. Webb, how old were you when you got married?
Well, you see, I'd been away to college, and I'd taken some time to get settled, but Mrs. Webb, she wasn't much older than what Emily is. Well, George, age hasn't got much to do with it, not compared with other things.
Mr. Webb, what were you going to say?
Oh, I don't know. Was I going to say something? George, I was thinking the other night of some advice my father gave me when I got married. Charles, he said, Charles, start out early showing who's boss. Best thing to do is give an order, even if it don't make sense, just so she'll learn to obey. And he said, if anything about your wife irritates you, her conversation, anything, just get up and leave the house. That'll make it clear to her, he said. And oh yes, he said, never let your wife know how much money you have. Never.
Mr. Webb, I don't think I could...
So I took the opposite of my father's advice, and I've been happy ever since. And let that be a lesson to you, George, never to take advice on personal matters. George, are you going to raise chickens on your farm?
What?
Are you going to raise chickens on your farm?
Oh, well, Uncle Luke's never been much interested, but I thought
A book came into my office the other day, George, on the phyllo system of raising chickens. I want you to read it. I'm thinking of beginning in a small way in the backyard. I'm going to put an incubator in the cellar.
Charles, are you talking about that old incubator again? And here I thought you'd be talking about things worthwhile.
Well, Myrtle, if you want to give the boy some good advice, I'll go upstairs and leave you alone with him.
George, you have got to go. Emily has got to come downstairs and eat her breakfast, but she sends her love, but does not want to see you.
Goodbye.
Well, Myrtle, I guess you don't know about that older superstition.
What do you mean, Charles?
Since the cavemen, no bridegroom should see his father-in-law on the wedding day or near it. Now remember that.
Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Webb. Now we'll have to interrupt again here. You see, we're interested in how all this began, this wedding, this plan to spend a lifetime together. We're awful interested in how big things like this began.
You know how it is. You're 21 or 22, you make some decisions, and then whoosh, you're 70. You've been a lawyer for 50 years, and that white-haired lady at your side has shared over 50,000 meals with you. How do such things begin?
George and Emily are going to show you now the conversation that they had when they first knew that as the saying goes, they were meant for one another. But before they do it, I want you to try to remember what it was like to have been very young, particularly the days when you were first in love.
When you were like a person, sleepwalking.
And you didn't quite see the street you were in.
And you didn't quite hear everything that was said to you.
You were just a little bit crazy.
Will you remember that, please? Now, they'll be coming out of high school at 3 o'clock. George has just been elected president of the junior class. And as it's June, that means he's president of the senior class all next year. And Emily has just been elected secretary and treasurer. I don't have to tell you how important that is. Yep, here they are coming down Main Street now.
I can't, Louise. I've got to go home. Oh, Ernestine, can you come over tonight and do Latin later? Isn't that Cicero just the worst thing? Well, can you tell your mother you have to? Bye. Bye, Helen. Bye, Fred.
Emily, can I carry your books home for you?
Why, thank you. It isn't far.
Excuse me a minute, Emily. Say, Bob, if I'm late, start practice anyway, and be sure to give Herb some long high ones.
Goodbye, Lizzie.
Goodbye, Lizzie. I'm awfully glad you're elected too, Emily.
Thank you.
Emily, why are you mad at me?
I'm not mad at you.
You've been treating me so funny lately.
Well, since you asked me, I might as well say it right out, George. Goodbye, Miss Corcoran.
Goodbye, Miss Corcoran. What is it?
I don't like the whole change that's come over you in the past year, and I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, George, but I've got to tell the truth and shame the devil.
Change? What do you mean?
Well, up to a year ago, I used to like you a lot, and I used to watch you as you did everything, because we've been friends so long. But then you began spending all your time in baseball, and you never stopped to speak to anybody anymore, George. Not even to your own family, and you didn't. And George, it's a fact, you've gotten awful conceited and stuck up, and all the girls say so. They may not say so to your face, but that's what they say about you behind your back. It hurts me to hear them say it, but I've got to agree with them a little. I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings, George, but I'm not sorry that I said it.
Emily, I'm glad you said it. I never thought such a thing was happening to me. I guess it's hard for a fellow to not have faults creep into his character.
I always expect a man to be perfect, and I think he should be.
Oh, I don't think it's possible to be perfect, Emily.
Well, my father is, and as far as I can see your father is, there's no reason on earth why you shouldn't be perfect too.
Well, I think it's the other way around, where men aren't naturally good, but girls are.
Well, you might as well know right now that I'm not perfect. It's not as easy for a girl to be as perfect as a man, because we girls are more nervous. No, George, I'm sorry I said all that about you earlier. I don't even know what made me say it.
Emily.
Now I can see it's not the truth at all, and it's just not even important anyway.
Emily, would you like an ice cream soda or something before we go home?
Why, yes, thank you, I would.
Hello, George. Hello, Emily. What'll you have? Why, Emily Webb, what you been crying about?
She had an awful scare, Mr. Morgan. She almost got run over by that hardware store wagon. Everybody knows Tom Huckins drives like a crazy man.
Well now, you take a drink of water, Emily. You look all shook up. I tell you, you gotta look both ways before crossing Main Street nowadays. It's worse every year. What'll you have?
I'll have a strawberry phosphate. Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
No, Emily. Have an ice cream soda with me. 2 strawberry ice cream sodas, Mr. Morgan.
2 strawberry ice cream sodas, yes sir, yes sir. There are 125 horses in Grover's Corners this minute I'm talking to you. State inspector was in here yesterday, and now they're bringing in these automobiles. The best thing to do is to just stay home. Why, I can remember when a dog could sleep in the middle of Main Street all day and nothing come along to disturb him. There they are. Enjoy them. Yes, Mrs. Ellis?
They're so expensive.
No, don't think of that. We're celebrating our election, and you know what else I'm celebrating?
No.
I'm celebrating because I've got a friend who tells me all the things that ought to be told me.
George, please don't think of that. I don't know why I said it. It's not true.
No, Emily. I'm glad you said it, but I'm going to change so fast. You know I'm going to change. And, Emily, can I ask you a favor?
What?
If I go away to state agriculture school next year, would you write me a letter once in a while?
I certainly will. I certainly will, George. Certainly seems like being away 3 years, you've got out of touch with things. Maybe letters from Grover's Corners wouldn't be so interesting anymore. Grover's Corners isn't a very important place when you think of all New Hampshire, but I still think it's a very nice town.
The day would come when I wouldn't want to know everything that's going on in this place. I know that's true.
Well, I'll try to make my letters interesting.
You know, Emily, whenever I meet a farmer, I ask him if he thinks it's important to go to agriculture school, to be a good farmer.
Why, George?
Yeah, and some of them even say it's a waste of time. You could get all those things from the pamphlets the government sends out. And Uncle Luke's getting old. He's about ready to have me start taking over the farm tomorrow if I could.
My.
And like you say, being gone all that time and other places, meeting other people, gosh, if that could happen, I don't want to go away. I guess new people aren't any better than old ones. I'll bet they almost never are.
But, George, maybe it's very important that you go to learn all that about cattle judging and soils, and of course I don't know.
No, Emily, I'll make up my mind right now. I won't go. I'll tell Pa about it tonight.
George, you don't have to decide now. It's a whole year away.
Emily, I'm glad you spoke to me about that fault in my character. What you said was right, but there was one thing wrong with it. Why, you say for a year now I haven't been noticing people, and you, for instance. Why, you say you've been watching me when I did everything, but I was doing the same about you all of the time. Why, sure, I think of you as one of the chief people that I think about, I always make sure where you're sitting on the bleachers and who you're with. And for the last 3 days now, I've been trying to walk home with you, but something's always gotten in the way. Just yesterday, I was waiting against the wall for you, and you walked home with Miss Corcoran.
Why, George, life's awful funny. Not that I've known that I thought...
Listen, Emily, I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to agriculture school. I think that once you found someone who you're very fond of, I mean, a person who's very fond of you too, and likes you enough to be interested in your character, why, I think that's just as important as college is, if not even more so.
I think it's awfully important, too.
Emily,
Yes, George?
Emily, if I do improve and make a big change, would you be, could you be?
I am now, George. I always have been.
Well, I guess this was an important talk that we've been having.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mr. Morgan, I have to run. I don't have the money with me now. I have to run home to get it. It'll only take me a minute.
Why, George Gibbs, do you mean to tell me...
Yes, but I have reason so. Here, take my gold watch while I'm gone. It'll only take me 5 minutes.
It's okay, George. Keep your watch. I'll trust you.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
I'll trust you 10 years, George, not a day over. Got over your shock, Emily?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Morgan. It really was nothing.
Wait.
Well, now we're ready to get on with the wedding.
There are a lot of things to be said about a wedding. There are a lot of thoughts that go on during a wedding. We can't get them all into one wedding naturally, and especially not one in Grover's Corners, where they're awfully plain and short.
In this wedding, I play the minister, so that gives us the right to say a few more things about it. For a while now, this play gets pretty serious. You see, some churches say that marriage is a sacrament. Now, I don't quite know what that means, but I can guess. Like Mrs. Gibbs said a few minutes ago, people were meant to live 2 by 2.
This is a good wedding, but people are so put together that even at a good wedding, there's a lot of confusion way down deep in people's minds, and we thought that ought to be in our play too. The real hero of this scene isn't on stage at all, and you all know who that is.
It's like what one of those European fellas said. Every child born into the world is nature's attempts to make a perfect human being. Well, we've all seen nature pushing and contriving for some time now, and we all know that she's interested in quantity. But I think she's interested in quality too. That's why I'm in the ministry.
And let's not forget all the other witnesses at this wedding. The ancestors. Millions of them. Most of them set out to live 2 by 2 also. Millions of them.
Well, that was our sermon. Wasn't very long anyway.
I don't know why on earth I should be crying. Suppose there's nothing to cry about. Came over me this morning at breakfast. There was Emily sitting at the table as she's done for 16 years, and now she's off to eat at someone else's house. Suppose that's it. And Emily, she laid her head down on the table and she cried. Got to say it, you know, weddings are awful things. I hope some of her girlfriends have told her a thing or two. Couldn't bring myself to say anything. Went into it blind as a bat. The whole world's wrong, that's the matter. There they come.
Hey, there he is. Get a load of this guy.
Boy, he looks terrified.
Don't support the team, big boy.
All right, that's enough of that.
There used to be a lot of that in the olden days, Rome and before. We're more civilized now, so they say.
George, what's the matter?
Ma, I don't want to grow old. Why is everyone pushing me so?
Oh, George, you wanted this.
Ma, listen to me.
No, George, you're a man now.
No, listen to me, Ma. For the last time, all I want to do is be a fella
George! Anyone should hear you. No, stop. I am ashamed of you.
Where's Emily?
George, you gave me such a turn.
Oh, cheer up, Ma. I'm getting married.
Let me catch my breath a minute.
No, Ma, you save Thursday nights. Emily and I are coming over every Thursday night for dinner. You'll see. Ma, what are you crying for? You've got to get ready for this.
I never felt so alone in my whole life. And George over there looking so... Oh, I hate him. I wish I were dead. Papa, Papa!
Emily, now don't get upset.
I don't want to get married.
Shh, Emily, everything's all right.
Why can't I stay for a while, just as I am? Let's go away.
No, Emily. Now stop and think a minute.
But Papa, don't you remember, you used to say to me all the time, you used to say, I was your girl. There must be lots of places we could go. I'll work for you. I could keep house.
No, you mustn't think such things, Emily. You're just nervous. George! George, will you come here a minute? Why, you're marrying the best young fellow in the world. George is a fine fellow.
But Papa...
I'm giving away my daughter, George. Do you think you can take care of her?
Mr. Webb, I want to. I want to try. Emily, I'm going to do my best. I love you, Emily. I need you.
If you love me, help me. All I want is someone to love me.
I will, Emily. Emily, I'll try.
Come, they're waiting for us. Now you know it'll be all right. Come quick.
Do you, George, take Emily to be your wedded wife? To have?
Perfectly lovely wedding. Loveliest wedding I ever saw. Oh, I do love a good wedding, don't you? Doesn't she make a lovely bride?
I do.
Do you, Emily, take this man, George, to be your wedded husband?
Don't know when I've seen such a lovely wedding, but I always cry. Don't know why it is, but I always cry. I just like to see young people happy, don't you? Oh, I think it's lovely.
The rings? I've married over 200 couples in my day. Do I believe in it? I don't know. M marries N, millions of them. Cottage, the go-kart, Sunday afternoon drives in the Ford, the first rheumatism. Grandchildren, the second rheumatism. The deathbed, the reading of the will. Once in 1,000 times it's interesting. Well, let's have Mendelssohn's Wedding March.
A lovely couple. Oh, I've never been to such a nice wedding. I'm sure they'll be happy. I always say happiness. That's the great thing. The important thing is to be happy.
Well, that's all the second act, folks. 10 minutes intermission. This time, 9 years have gone by, friends. Summer 1913. Gradual changes in Grover's Corners. Horses are getting rare. Farmers are coming into town in Fords. everybody locks their house doors at night now. Ain't been any burglars, but we've all heard about them. You'd be surprised, though, on the whole, things don't change much around here. This is certainly an important part of our play.
It's on a hilltop, a windy hilltop. Lots of sky, lots of clouds, often lots of sun and moon and stars. You come up here on a fine afternoon and you can see range on range of hilltop. Awful blue they are, up there by Lake Sunapee and Lake Winnipesaukee. And way up, if you've got a glass, you can see the White Mountains and Mount Washington. There by Conway and North Conway. And of course, our favorite mountain, Mount Monadnock, and the towns that lie around it, Jaffrey and East Jaffrey, and Petersboro and Dublin, and there. Quite a ways down is Grover's Corners. Yes, lovely place up here, Mountain Laurel and Lilac. I often wonder why people like to be buried in Woodlawn, Brooklyn, when they might spend that same time down here in Grover's Corners.
And over there are the old stones, 1670, 1680. Strong-minded people came a long way to be independent. Summer people walk around there, laugh at the funny words on the tombstones. Don't do any harm. Genealogists come up from Boston, get paid by city people for looking up their ancestors. They want to make sure they're daughters of the Revolution and of the Mayflower. Well, I guess that don't do any harm either. And over there are the Civil War veterans. Iron flags on their gravestones. New Hampshire boys had a notion that the Union ought to be kept together, though they'd never seen more than 50 miles of it themselves. All they knew was the name, friends. The United States of America. The United States of America. And they went and died about it.
This here is the new part of our cemetery. Here's your friend, Mrs. Gibbs, and let me see, Mr. Stimson, organist at the Congregational Church, and Mrs. Soames, who enjoyed the wedding so, you remember. And lots of others, too. Editor Webb's boy, Wallace, whose appendix burst on a Boy Scout trip up to Crawford Notch. Yes, an awful lot of sorrow has sort of quieted down up here. Families just wild with grief bring their relatives up to this hill. We all know how it is. In time, in sunny days and rainy days and snow. We're all glad that they have a beautiful place to stay, and we're coming up here too when our fit's over.
Now there are some things that we all know, but we don't take them out and look at them very often. We all know that something is eternal. It ain't houses, it ain't names, it ain't the earth, and it ain't even the stars. But we all know that something is eternal. That something has to do with human beings. All the greatest people ever lived have been telling us that for 5,000 years, yet you'd be surprised at how many people are always losing hold of it. Yes, there's something way down deep that's eternal about every human being.
You know as well as I do that the dead don't stay interested in us living people for very long. Gradually, they lose hold of the earth, and the ambitions they had, and the pleasures they had, and the pain they suffered, and the people they loved. They get weaned away from earth. That's the way I put it, weaned away. And they stay here while the earth part of them burns away, burns out. And all that time, they slowly get indifferent to what's happening here in Grover's Corners.
They're waiting. They're waiting for something that they feel is coming, something important and great. Aren't they waiting for the eternal part in them to come out clear?
Some of the things they're about to say maybe will hurt your feelings, but that's the way it is. Mother and daughter, husband and wife, enemy and enemy, money and miser. All those terribly important things seem to grow pale around here. What's left when your identity's gone? And your memories, Mrs. Smith?
Well, there are some living people here. There's Joe Stoddard, our undertaker, supervising a new made grave. And here comes a Grover's Corners boy that left town to go out west.
Good afternoon, Joe Stoddard.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let me see now. Do I know you?
I'm Sam Craig.
Gracious sakes alive, of all people. I should have known you'd be back in town for the funeral. You've been away a long time, Sam.
Yes, I've been away, 12 years now? I've been in business out in Buffalo, but I was in the East when I got news of my cousin's death, so thought I'd combine a few things, come down to see the house. You look well.
Yes, I can't complain. Very sad our journey today, Samuel. As I always say, I hate to supervise when a young person is taken. They'll be here in a few moments now. I had to come early today. My son is supervising at the home.
Old Farmer McCarty. I used to do chores for him after school. He had the lumbago.
Yes, we brought old Farmer McCarty here a number of years ago now.
There's my Aunt Julia. I'd forgotten that she... Of course.
Doc Gibbs lost his wife 3 years ago now, about this time. And today's another pretty bad blow for him, too.
That's my sister Carrie's boy. Sam. Sam Craig.
I'm always uncomfortable when they're around.
Simon.
Do they choose their own verses much, Joe?
No, not usual. Mostly the bereaved pick a verse.
Doesn't sound like my Aunt Julia. None of them Hearsey sisters around now. Let's see. I wanted to visit my mother and father's.
Oh, over there with the Craigs, Avenue F.
He was organist at church, right? Drank a lot, we used to say.
Oh, nobody was supposed to know about it. He'd seen a peck of trouble. Took his own life, you know.
Oh, did he?
Hung himself in the attic. They tried to hush it up, but of course he got around. He chose his own epitaph. You can see it there. It's not a verse exactly.
Why, it's just a couple of notes of music. What is it?
Oh, I wouldn't know. It was written up in the Boston papers at the time.
Joe, how did she die?
Who?
My cousin.
Oh, didn't you know? She had some trouble bringing a baby into the world. 'Twas her second, though. She's a little boy, about 4 years old.
And the grave's gonna be over there?
Yes, there ain't much more room here with the Gibbses, so they're opening up a whole new Gibbs section over near Avenue B. Do excuse me now, I see they're coming.
Who is it, Julia?
My daughter-in-law, Emily Webb.
Well, I declare, the road up here must have been awful winding. What did she die of, Julia?
In childbirth.
Childbirth. I'd forgotten all about that. My, wasn't life awful and wonderful?
Wonderful, was it?
Simon, now remember.
I remember Emily's wedding. Wasn't it a lovely wedding? And I remember her reading the class poem at graduation exercises. Emily was one of the brightest girls ever graduated from high school. I've heard Principal Wilkins say so time after time. I had called on them at their new farm just before I died. Perfectly beautiful farm.
It's on the same road we lived on.
Yep, right smart farm.
I always liked that hymn. I was hoping they'd sing a hymn.
Hello.
Hello, Emily.
Hello, Mother Gibbs.
Hello, Emily.
Hello.
It's raining.
Yes. They'll be gone soon, dear. Just rest yourself.
Seems like thousands of years since Papa remembered that was my favorite hymn.
Mother Gibbs, I wish I'd been here a long time. I don't like being new here. How do you do, Mr. Simpson?
How do you do, Emily?
Mother Gibbs, George and I have made that farm to just the best place you ever saw. We thought of you all the time. We wanted to show you the new barn and a great long cement drinking fountain for the stock. We bought that out of the money you left us.
I did?
Yes, Mother Gibbs, don't you remember the legacy? It was over $350.
Yes.
Yes, Emily. Well, there's a patent device in the drinking fountain so it never overflows. And it never goes below a certain mark they have there either. It's fine. It won't be the same as George without me, but it's a lovely farm. Life people don't understand, do they?
No, dear. Not very much.
They're sort of shut up in little boxes, aren't they? I feel as though I knew them last 1,000 years ago. My little boy is spending the day at Mrs. Carter's house. Mr. Carter, my little boy, he's spending the day at your house.
Is he?
Yes, he loves it there. Mother Gibbs, we have a Ford too. Never gives any trouble. I don't drive though. Mother Gibbs, when does this feeling go away of being one of them? How long does it...
Shh, dear. Just wait and be patient.
I know. Look, it's finished. We're going. Father Gibbs is bringing some of my flowers to you. He looks just like George, doesn't he? Mother Gibbs, I never realized before how troubled and how in the dark live persons are. Just look at him. He loved you so. From morning till night, it's all they are, just trouble.
A little cooler than it was.
Yes, the rain's cooled it off.
Those northeast winds always do the same.
It is in rain, it's a 3-day blow.
But Mother Gibbs, one can go back into living. I feel it, I know it. But just then for a moment I was picturing the farm and my baby was on my lap, plain as day. Yes, of course you can. I can go back and live all those days over again. Why not? All I can say is, Emily, don't. But it's true, isn't it? I can go and live back there again.
Yes, but they soon come back here.
Don't do it, Emily.
Emily, don't. It's not what you think it would be.
But I won't choose a sad day. I'll choose a happy one. I'll choose the day I first knew I loved George. Why should that be painful?
You not only live it, but you watch yourself living it.
Yes, and as you watch it, you know what they down there never do. You know the future. You know what's going to happen afterwards.
But is that painful? Why? That isn't the only reason you shouldn't do it, Emily. When you've been here longer, you'll see that our life here is to forget all that and think only of what's ahead and be ready for what's ahead. When you've been here longer, you'll understand. But Mother Gibbs, how can I ever forget that life? It's all I know. It's all I had.
Emily, it isn't wise. Really, it isn't.
But it's a thing I must know for myself. I'll choose a happy day, anyway. No. At least choose an unimportant day. Choose the least important day of your life. It will be important enough. Well, it can't be since I was married, or since the baby was born. I can choose a birthday at least, can't I? I choose my 12th birthday.
All right. February 11th, 1899. Tuesday. Do you want any special time of day?
Oh, I want the whole day.
We'll begin at dawn. As you remember, it had been snowing for several days. It stopped the night before, and it just started clearing up the road. Sun's coming up.
Why, here's Main Street, and there's Mr. Morgan's drugstore before he changed it. Oh, and there's the livery stable.
Yes, this is 1899. 14 years ago.
There's the town I knew as a little girl. Oh, and here's the old white fence that used to be around our house.
Oh, I'd forgotten that. Oh, I love it so. Are they inside?
Yes. Your mother will be coming downstairs any minute to make breakfast.
Will she?
And you remember, your father had been away for several days. He came home on the early morning train.
No.
He had been away to make a speech at his college in New York, Clinton.
Look, there's Howie Newsom. And there's our policeman. But he's dead. He died.
Whoa, Bessie. Morning, Bill.
Morning, Howie.
You're up early.
Been rescuing a party. Darn near froze to death down in the Polish town there. Got drunk and let out of the snowdrifts. Thought he was in bed when I shook him.
And there's Joe Crowell.
Morning, Mr. Warren. Morning, Howie.
Wally! Emily, time to get up!
Mom, I'm here. Oh, how young Mama looks. I didn't know Mama was ever that young.
You can come and dress by the fire if you'd like, but hurry, I don't want to ask you again.
Good morning, Mr. Newsom. It's cold.
10 below by my barn, Mrs. Webb.
Think of it. Keep yourself wrapped up.
Mama, can't find my blue hair ribbon anywhere.
Just open your eyes, dear. I laid it out special for you on the dresser. If it was a snake, it would have bit you.
Yes.
Good morning, Bill.
Morning, Miss Webb. You're up early?
Yes, just been over to my old college in New York State. Been in trouble here.
Well, I was called up early this morning to rescue a Polish fella. Darn near froze to death he was.
We must get it in the paper.
'Twasn't much.
Papa.
Good morning, Mother.
Good morning, Charles. How did it go?
Oh, fine, I guess. Told him a few things. Everything been all right here?
Nothing special happened. Howie Newsom says it's 10 below over to his barn.
Yes, well, it's colder than that over at Hamilton College. Students' ears are falling off. It ain't Christian. They were having mistakes in it.
None that I noticed. Charles, remember it's Emily's birthday today. You did get her something.
Yes, I've got something right here. Where's my girl? Where's my birthday girl?
Don't interrupt her now, Charles. She's slow enough as it is. Emily, Wally, time to get up. It's 7 o'clock.
Oh, I can't bear it. They're so young and beautiful. Why did they ever get old? Mom, I'm here. I love you all, everything. Can't look at everything hard enough.
Good morning, Mama. Good morning, my dear. A very happy birthday and many happy returns. There's some surprises for you on the table.
Oh, Mama, you shouldn't have. I can't.
That in the yellow papers from your Aunt Carrie, and I reckon you can guess who brought the postcard album. George Gibbs. Must have come over right early to drop it off in the snow.
Why, George, I'd forgotten that.
But birthday or no birthday, I want you to eat your breakfast good and slow. It'll help you grow to be a good, strong girl.
Oh, Mama, just look at me one minute as though you really saw me. Mama, 14 years have gone by. I'm dead. You're a grandmother, Mama. I married George Gibbs. Mama, Wally's dead too. His appendix burst on a camping trip to North Conway. We felt just terrible about it. Don't you remember? But just for a moment now, just for a moment we're here. Just for a moment we're happy. Let's look at one another.
That in the blue paper is something I found in the attic. It was one of your grandmother's things, and I reckon you're old enough to have it now.
Why, Mama, and this is from you? It's lovely, and it's just what I wanted.
Well, your Aunt Carrie couldn't find one in Concord, so I just sent all the way to Boston for it, would you believe? Wally has something for you, too. Don't know what it is myself, but he made it in manual training class, so make sure to make a big fuss about it. And your father got you something. I have no clue whatsoever, but here he comes.
Where's my girl? Where's my birthday girl?
I can't go on. It goes so fast. We didn't even have time to look at one another. I didn't realize. So all of that was going on, and you never noticed? Just take me back up the hill to my grave. But wait. First, one more look. Goodbye. Goodbye, world. Goodbye, Grover's Corners. Mama and Papa. Goodbye to clocks ticking. And Mama's sunflowers and food and coffee and new iron dresses and hot baths and sleeping and waking up. Oh, Earth, you're too wonderful for anybody to realize you. Do any human beings ever realize life while they live it? Every minute?
No. The saints and poets, maybe. They do some.
I'm ready to go back. Were you happy? No, I should have listened to you. That's all human beings are, just blind people.
Look, it's clearing up. The stars are coming out.
Mr. Simpson, I should have listened to them.
Yes, now you know. Now you know. That's what it was to be alive. To move about in a cloud of ignorance. To go up and down trampling on the feelings of those about you. To spend and waste time as though you had a million years. To always be at the mercy of some self-centered passion or another. That's the happy existence you wanted to go back to. Ignorance and blindness.
Simon Stimson, that ain't the whole truth and you know it. Emily, look at that star. I forget its name.
My boy Joel was a sailor, knew 'em all. He'd sit on the porch evenings and tell 'em all by name. Yes, sir, wonderful.
Star's mighty good company. Yes, 'tis.
Here's one of them coming.
It's funny.
Ain't no time for one of them to be here.
Goodness sakes.
Mother Gibbs, it's George. Shh. It's George.
And my boy Joel, the one who knew the stars, he used to say it'd take millions of years for that speck of light to get to the earth. It don't seem like a body could believe it, but that's what he used to say. Millions of years.
Goodness, that ain't no way to behave.
He ought to be home.
Mother Gibbs? Yes, Emily? They don't understand, do they? No, dear. They don't understand.
Most everybody's asleep in Grover's Corners. There are a few lights on.
Shorty Hawkins down at the depot just watched the Albany train go by.
And at the livery stable, someone setting up late and talking.
Yes, it's clearing up. There are the stars, doing their old crisscross journey across the sky.
Scientists haven't quite settled the matter yet. They seem to believe that there are no living beings up there, just chalk or fire.
Only this one is straining away. Straining away to make something of itself. The strain is so bad that every 16 hours, everyone lies down and gets a rest. It's 11 o'clock in Grover's Corners. You get a rest too. Good night.
Yeah.